Directly, you can introduce yourself. Tell us a little about yourself.
Thank you very much, and once again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and Merry Christmas. My name is Professor Romanus Odhiambo. I am the Vice Chancellor of Meru University of Science and Technology, a public university, a university that we as Meruans are very proud about. It's just a pleasure really to take this time in the eve of Christmas, really to have a dialogue, have a discussion with Meru and the whole country on what Meru University is all about. So it's really, I'm really looking forward to talking with you guys. You just closed the university, and God has been very, very faithful in the last 4.5 years. When I came here on 6th of August 2018, that time we had only about 4,500 students. Today we can really thank God as we celebrate Christmas that we have over 10,000 students. And the Meru people have been amazing in supporting the students, supporting the university, really creating an environment that is conducive to the students and attracting people from all over the country. I can only say thank you as we go on. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that introduction. So on that note, you said that you came to this school in 2018. Maybe you can tell our audience, what are some of the achievements that you have made so far?
I hope people have not forgotten. When, before I came here in 2018, Meru University was known for the wrong things. The students used to be on strike every semester. The community had lost interest in this place. Quite a number of academic programs had not been approved. Today we can proudly say that God has been faithful. Since I came, we have never had any strikes of students. We have stabilized the university. Since I came, we have had so many of academic programs approved by Commission for University Education. A lot of infrastructural development that stalled for almost 5 years that time. We can celebrate the engineering complex, the state-of-the-art building that now houses all our engineering students, the workshop. We can celebrate a lot of infrastructural development going on. The School of Health Sciences and Nursing, that is going, the precursor of the medical school. We can celebrate the development going on in Mariene, where we are building a state-of-the-art graduate school or center of excellence that maybe by next year will actually start. We can celebrate state-of-the-art sports field with a swimming pool that perhaps if we get money, which is still delaying, if we get money from the government in the next 6 months, will actually be done. And many, many, many more. Our farm is one of the best right now. We never used to really put a lot of farm work there. Today you go there, we have introduced climate smart technology. We have introduced so many, many things that are going on. I mean, we can only say a lot of great things that have happened. The graduation statistics have continued to grow. The last graduations that we had almost 1,700 students. That's one of the biggest. And we, very importantly, for the first time in the history of this university, we were able to graduate PhD students. Universities are known when they start graduating students at masters and PhDs, and so we are just ready to grow even as we start celebrating our 10th year anniversary that we'll be celebrating on 1st of March 2023. Many, many good things have happened. That's what I can say.
So you've talked of students striking. Like, what was causing the strike before, and how did you overcome it? Yes.
I was not here, but I take responsibility. Perhaps one of the things that has changed is the environment we have created with my leadership team. The university management, Professor Thoranera is here, who is the DVC Academic Affairs. Dr. Kubaison. I'm very proud of Kubaison, by the way. When I was sent here back in 2008-2009, Kubaison was the then principal of Mecotech. And this guy has just metamorphosed to be one of the senior leaders in the university. And immediately university opened, and there are always those teething problems. And I think there were still fights here and there. But our leadership for the last 4 years is open door leadership policy that we are not saying that there are no problems. Problems are there, lakini tunafungua mlango. Kama wanafunzi wako na shida, lazima wakuja tuzungumze nao. And this is not only with the Vice Chancellor, but it trickles down to every individual functional department. The chair, the staff, the door is open. And for the students today, you know, they are very sharp. You young people, Mudhoni, you know you are sharper than us, the parents. And if you explain to them the reason why things are not going the way they are not going, then they understand. Lakini, if you block them, they don't. I think that's one of the policy shift that we have done in this university, and it has really worked. Predictable conclusion of semesters, predictable teaching timetable, and many, many other things. Then, of course, we cannot underrate the power of God. I believe in the power of God. The time we can take together, really counsel our students peer-to-peer in the churches. I think this has also worked. But very importantly, I think we have had a lot of support, positive talk from the community, the Nchiru community, the Meru community. Anywhere I go, I say, oh, Bwana VC, I hear you are doing a good job. And I really thank you guys for those positive comments. That has made this university very stable. We can only celebrate it.
Now, talking of peace and people in the community celebrating you, we can remember there was conflict before between Meru University and Nchiru community during checking and all that. How have you solved this, and how are you coexisting peacefully currently?
We celebrate our elders in this country. Before I came, just like any other Kenyans, people used to talk so negatively about the juries because they don't know what the jury is for the Meru people and for us as a university. I think Meru is one of the best examples of how community can co-govern, not only the people here, but can co-govern the country with the presidency. And what has happened is that we have had regular dialogue, regular discussions, regular working together with the juries of this country. You may recall that in the 50s and the 40s, the juries dreamt of a Makerere of Kenya. A Makerere which will be produced will come from this place. And that's how Meru University was produced, was born. And for us as senior management, we have always tried to work very closely with the juries. We keep on consulting, and I think we have celebrated the peaceful coexistence that we have between our leadership, I mean the leadership, the cultural leadership, the jury checkers, and the university. For your information, ladies and gentlemen, we are neighbors. Juris is the one which donated 600 acres of land where Meru University of Science and Technology now stay. And we are actually neighbors here. There's a lot that we share in common. When we have issues, it is the neighbor that always come. When they have issues, it's us, the neighbor. So we have learned to really coexist together. I can only celebrate the leadership of the juries, and I think the future look really, really good. That's what I can say for now.
And now coming to student affairs. How are you coping? Like we remember COVID-19 hit the country in 2020. There were some challenges here and there. Some of the students had a problem in raising fees following the case of the girl who was in Saudi Arabia, you know, kutafuta fees. Like, how are you coping with this as the council, or alternative ways of raising fees or helping these students?
Thank you very much, Mudhoni. And Kenya's universities in the last 5, 6, 7 years have been in the press for very negative reasons, especially because of finances. And I think it's because we Kenyans, some of us do not understand. Meru University of Science and Technology, just like any other public university, has had a lot of financial problem. But we are happy that up to now, we are one of the very few public universities, and I want this to go to in record. We are one of the very few public universities that pay salaries on time, that pay all statutory deductions on time, that is able to meet the suppliers, the things we procure, we pay on time. And this is because of the prudent financial management. We've had issues, especially with the staff, and sometimes they have gone to the press, which is okay. Sometimes I do a disagreement with my wife in the house, and sometimes the glasses can be thrown here and there. But we have managed it. The staff, the money we get is very little, and we are not sometimes able to do some of the things that the staff want, like salary raise, like promotions, and that require money. But we have been able to talk with them and manage our coexistence using the little money that we have. Going back to COVID 2020, COVID 2019 really affected this university. Quite a number of students dropped out. Quite a number of students were not able to have the gadgets when we migrated from the face-to-face to online blended learning. Quite a number of students did not have the smartphone, did not have the laptop, the digitized technologies that are required to access them while they are very far. And that's how you get, like my good daughter Diana. I really thank God for the boldness and the way Kenyans supported Diana when he cried. He really left this country and went to Arabia, and with a few frustration there and came back. There are so many that were affected by COVID. Diana is just one of the few, and hers was bold. So in this university, during that time, we decided not to really ask the students to pay their 100% fee. They were to pay at their own pace. We also did decide to register them, to give them the bundle, the free bundle. I think it was 500 every now and then. And that really improved them. But very importantly, after some time, you remember the government opened the country, so we told them to come back here and stay outside there, but then be able to access the university in terms of physical learning face-to-face, but also distance learning through the e-learning. And what we did was basically to create several hotspots, so that even if you stay in our community here called Chiru, you can walk and stay under the tree there in the field there, and there's a hotspot there. And whatever Professor Thuranira Odhiambo in Migori teaching, wherever he is, you are still able to access. So this meant that sometimes the lecturers are not here, and the students are coming here because the accessibility of the Wi-Fi, but you are still able to teach them using a blending technology. COVID has taught us a lot. We are now fully digitized. We are now fully ready to run. We can't close the university anymore. If we have to close it, simply migrating from face-to-face to digital technology, which we now have everywhere. And I think this is the way to go, that even as a country, Meru University is one of the very few public universities that is now able to run programs. Even if you're a student in Migori, where I come from, or you're a student from South Korea, you can register here and be taught fully through our order, the model software that we have. So that's the way to go. That's what I can say.
How do you help, okay, in this case, how do you help some of the students now, because we believe some have challenges, some are from humble backgrounds? How do you, alternative ways of helping them raise fees, maybe apart from help?
We, as a university, and we are Kenyans, we have said that number one is that we also encourage people. We are working very closely, and I really appeal to our MPs from the 8 sub-counties we have here.
Yes.
We are working under the student welfare led by Professor Thuranira present here. We are working very closely with all the MPs throughout the country, because you remember MPs have CDF, the women rep have NGAP, the county government has bursary, and many others. So we have put a very detailed ways in which we can actually, the students' welfare, dean of student can always write a letter for these poor students and telling these people, please help. And that has really worked. We are working very closely with the Ringera. Ringera is actually the CEO of High Education Loan Board, a very supportive officer to this university. In fact, every year they give nearly all our students from diploma to PhD people, they give them scholarship and bursary. All that you need to do is to register. And then And I think that's what I can say for now. Professor Thuranira was telling me the other time we had seen it that we are now planning also to have, what is it called, endowment fund, which we are going to ask Kenyans. And Kenyans, please, let's learn to be philanthropic. A person like me was actually educated through the philanthropic donations from Netherlands. I was so poor. But I think we have to create that culture, and the DVC academic has been telling me of late that we need, next year, we need to start planning on how to create an endowment fund that a Mudhoni who is poor but very intelligent, like that girl of mine, Diana, can always access through that. I think the many other things we are talking about. Our Student Association of Meru University is a very responsible association. You know, the students, when they come here, they pay perhaps it is around 700 to 1,000 each of them. And if you multiply that by about 10,000, that's about 7 million, 10 million. Now, they have made a decision that 30% of it is always put aside to help those students with only you are talking about, and many other things. I think it can only get better when you come, you choose to come to Meru University. We are very responsive, we are very open, and we are Kenyans. We do understand really what people are going through. So again, we have a very flexible fee policy that allows you to work, for us to work with you, even as you read and you pay little by little as we move on. I think that's what I can say for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So bearing in mind that Meru University of Science and Technology is a leading university in research and innovation, what has it done to benefit Njiru community, Meru County, and Kenya in particular?
Meru University of Science and Technology, a young university but big dreams. We dream to be a global center of excellence, not only in teaching, but research, innovation, commercialization, and service to the community. So yes, you are right in questioning what has Meru University done. And universities world over are created to answer to the community. And Meru is not left aside. Yes, we do a lot of things together for the community. One of our schools, in fact, by the way, I didn't tell you about the schools we have. We have School of Agriculture and Food Science, number one school that is really answering community issues. We, as a university, have Farmers' Days, where we invite the farmer to see the new technology. In this era of climate change, we have what is called climate resilient technology. We have brought farmers here to train them on how you can grow crops with limited water. Like now we have a agricultural innovation hub here, 10 acres, where we are actually showing farmers how you can use drip technology with very limited water. And you know, technology that the water is pumped with with a pump that is powered by solar. And this is a smart technology. You get this? And we bring farmers here, we train them. Our Sanitation Research Institute, which deals with what is called circular economy. That is, you use things, but you can also reuse them. It's one of the best that is trying to promote the technology of renewing waste, like the human waste. Sorry for my bad language, Mavi. That you can convert it into wealth and health. And we've done this very well. We go, in fact, we don't have enough supplies of human waste. We have been collecting it from school here and they are not able to give us. And when we bring it here, we are able to convert that using a technology driven by black soldier fly, BSF, into manure and even into some food for some other insects, which now become very useful. There is a lot, and the other thing that the university, because of the growth of the enrollment, I'm only able to accommodate 900 students. Over 10,000 students go out, they live among the community, promoting socio-economic development of the community. World over, where universities are, you really promote development, socio-economic development of the community. And if you go around here, all my students are all over, so they bring the money. Like, look at your hair, very beautiful. Look at your lips, very nice. Where is it made? So my students go and improve the socio-economic employment outside there. A cry to the community. We are no longer able to provide enough accommodation And I'm really asking the community, everybody, the investor, Meru University of Science surrounding is ripe for development. You can come and build state-of-the-art accommodation for my students, so that, you know, if you really want to produce first-class students, they should also live in a very nice environment. And I really appeal that, because of the numbers, we are going to have almost 15,000 students by next year, that we need more people to come on doing this. I think time may not be there to tell you what the university is doing for the community. A lot. Thank you.
That's already a lot. So you can, you can brief us maybe the challenges, some of the challenges which the university is facing.
We have challenges, few challenges here and there. Number one is, I've told you about resources, financial resources. And this is why we have created quite a number of centers. If you go to Lare, we have a center there, a learning center. And I've told Professor Thuranira with the Kubaison here to make sure that we get some students who can do certificate and what have you those side. If you go to Meru town here, we have Meru University CBD campus. We are calling it now the Continuing Education Center. We have created it so that we should be able to overcome some of these financial challenges. If you go to Marimba, we have a center there. The challenge of finances really appeal to our people in Meru. We are one of the best universities right now in Kenya. Please, let's have our children, our students learn here. Mukileta hiyo pesa hapa, it circulates around. Than ukipereka huko Kisumu mahali natoka. So we are asking, we are appealing to you and also our leadership, really to support our communities in really bringing the CDF and whatever, so that the students we can have an oversubscription in enrollment in our town campus, which is now really moving on, an enrollment in Marimba, an enrollment in many other things. And very importantly, and I want to say this also to my Meru community here, that we have been told that sometime we are closing the Meru town campus. That is not closed. It is here. That we were closing it to open another campus in Nairobi. That is also not true. What we have done in Nairobi is to open an international liaison office. And that this liaison office can also now address a particular clientele. That is those people who are mature, who want just do short courses, those people who that way you will be able to get some other money. So we are targeting women groups in Nairobi. We are targeting international offices in Nairobi. We are targeting big communities that only want short executive corporate training. That is the vision. That is the mission of Nairobi Liaison Office. It is not in any way going to diminish what we are achieving with our campus here. The campus in Meru is running on, and for the Form 4s who have just done exam, I think you are concluding today, I really want to welcome you to Meru University. We are open, we have all the programs that you like to do, and you can always access them and see them through our website, from certificate, bachelor.
You wish them a Merry Christmas.
Meru University of Science and Technology wishes all Kenyan people, starting with the Meru community, a very, very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We have come from a very difficult year, very difficult times. Remember the COVID, remember our very active politics, and remember the many challenges that we have. What Kenyans have seen, and we have seen also in Kenya here, that we are resilient people because we are focused on the overall goal of making this country a great country. As we start next year in January, let's be that positive, optimistic mind that all is doable. Together we can achieve. And Meru University of Science and Technology, as one of your public university, is open to receive all the students in all our programs, be it engineering, be it agriculture, be it nursing, be it clinical medicine, be it school of computing and informatics, be it business-related courses, be it mathematics and pure and applied sciences. Here is a university that is really responsive to your need, and you can actually partner together with us as we start the new year. May God bless you. See you guys in the next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
As Meru TV and Ziri FM, we are honored to be here today.
Thank you.
Kare Professor Romanus Odhiambo, Vice Chancellor of Meru University in Science and Technology. So mutembelete ruare tuwe Meru TV na Ziri FM kemubango yo atoringeme tukomba kwezera tuwe kuretera programu yeyi rokere ntuko chionde kenda tumba kuyana uko akuma ntorene tumba kuvisita nto mwanya machukuru machibitare kenda tumba kuretera bora Meru County kuendelea na kinya Kenya iyonde rikana no watende ya batwe ara Facebook Meru TV Kenya, YouTube Meru Digital, website merudigital.co.ke, Instagram Meru Digital. Ni mbeta Purity Mudhoni withirewina ntukwindhongi.
Negi taringeria gukongwera